Better?
Good afternoon and welcome to George Preston Arena, where the Spartan men's hockey team is set to hit the ice for the Spartans Hockey Skills Challenge in support of Hockey Gives Blood. Without further ado, let's go down to ice level with Tyler Jones, who's with Spartan head coach Barrett Kropf. Take it away, Tyler.
We are now joined by Barrett Kropf, head coach of the TWU men's hockey program. Barrett, how are we doing today? You must be very excited to get on the ice.
Yeah, we're really excited. Finally get to participate in activities during this pandemic, so the boys are really happy.
Amazing. Tell us a little bit about what this year has been like. You guys preparing for next season, obviously, hoping to get some games in. Unfortunately, that's not the case, but what's this preparation look like for you guys?
Yeah, it's been, we've had opportunities to play some games, but of course COVID prevented us from doing that, and so we've had a great winter of a lot of skill development and just the guys getting in some extra work on the ice and in the gym. So it's been, we've made the most of the opportunities, and like I said, today, actually getting to compete, there's another level of energy in the building, so pretty excited for it.
Yeah, season cut short last year, obviously. Could you run us through what the mentality is going into your first year as the U Sports head coach?
Yeah, I mean, it's, we're really excited about our guys. It's a mature group, coming out of the BCIHL. We've got a veteran group of men, and we've been able to add some really good talent to the mix. And so, in terms of making the step up to the Canada West Conference, we know it's going to be a big challenge, but we're ready for it. And like I said, maybe this COVID pause has given us the chance to really be prepared and be ready for it.
All right. Well, Barrett, we're very excited for today's skills challenge, and yeah, enjoy yourself. Have some fun out there.
Great, and we really appreciate the opportunity also for doing some fundraising and some awareness for Hockey Gives Blood and the stem cell research program. So we're excited about the opportunity tonight to do that as well.
Thank you, Barrett.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jordan Tutu. I learned a lot about what it takes to be a team player from my days as a pro. Now I'd like you to join me and team up with Hockey Gives Blood to help save lives. Each year, hundreds of Canadians need a stem cell transplant to save their life. Anyone can have a tough time finding a matching stem cell donor, but for Indigenous Canadians, it could be even tougher. Only 1% of people on the Canadian Stem Cell Registry are Indigenous. Together, we can help change that. Join me in making a difference for Indigenous patients. Sign up for Canadian Blood Services Stem Cell Registry. All you need to do is step up, get swabbed, and you can save a life. Register now at blood.ca.
Good afternoon, hockey fans. We're excited to be back on the ice here at the George Preston Recreation Center. This afternoon, athletes will compete in this exciting Hockey Skills Challenge in support of Hockey Gives Blood. To find out who will rise to the top in the first ever Spartan Skills Challenge. Spartan faithful, it's now time to get off your couch and make some noise. It's time to meet the home team, your Trinity Western University Spartans. And now let's meet the team. Number 1, Isaac LaBelle. Number 2, Conor Vermeulen. For Josh Patrician. Number 5, Jake Jurgenite. Number 6, Landon Fuller. Number 7, Spencer Roberts. Number 8, Elijah Villio. Number 9, Evan Last. Number 10, Colby Johnson. Number 11, Travis Walton. Number 12, Julian Uriniak. Joseph Sylvain. Number 15, Braden Brown. Number 16, Aiden Stanky. Number 17, Jordan Bogras. Number 18, Trent Villio. Number 20, Joshua Bruce. Number 21, Hayden Gunderson. Number 22, Kenny Bucky. 23, Logan Cassavant. Number 24, Dylan Cosmano. Number 27, Donnet Mathis. Number 29, Lucas Mills. Number 32, Jared Fonte. Number 35, Taylor Joseph. '44, Spencer Girth. Number 55, Max Lightfoot. Number 61, Jameson Reed. Number 77, Travis Rivera. '81, Jeremy Klessens. Number 89, Cade Villo. Number 94, Josh Boronek. Now the head coach of your Spartans, Mr. Barrett Croft. And now fans, it's time for their fastest skater competition. All right, it's time for our fastest skater. We'll get things started. We're beginning with our fastest skater. Athletes will compete one at a time in a race against the clock. They'll start on one blue line, speed their way around the boards to the opposite blue line to see who has the fastest time. Our contestants in the fastest skater are Joseph Sylvain, Jameson Reed, Kenny Butke, Joshua Bruce, Jarrett Fontaine, Cade Villo, Braden Brown, Josh Boronek, and Hayden Dilderson. First up will be Joseph Sylvain.
So there you have it, your starting lineups for today's competition and your 2020-2021 Trinity Western Spartans. And just a reminder, fans, that tonight your Spartans are raising money for Hockey Gives Blood. You can visit gospartans.ca and click on the Donate tab to do your part and make a donation to Hockey Gives Blood. So it's the fastest skater competition here coming up. We got Joe Sylvain up first, the forward for the Spartans. He's one of 5 graduating seniors on this Spartan squad. And Sylvain will be one of a group of 9 Spartans partaking in this fastest skater competition. So similar, if you watched the women's event earlier today, similar to that, so skating around the rink 3/4 of it and trying to pick up the top speed out of the 9 skaters. So we'll see what Sylvain can do. We saw a lot of highlights from him over his Spartans career, a lot of sweet goals, and definitely a fast skater as well. So we'll see if he can top all skaters here today. As we get the ice prepared, all the players socially distant and wearing their masks. So we give a big shout out to George Preston Arena and all the staff here working hard to make this event possible. So Sylvain is off to the races. We'll see what speed he can pick up. And there he topped 24 miles per hour. So Joe Sylvain sets the mark. Clocks in at a high mark of 24 miles an hour. And next up we have Jameson Reed. As Jameson Reed, number 61 there in white, gets up to 24 as well, so he'll tie Sylvain. For a moment there, he hit 24 miles an hour. So Jameson Reed tying with Sylvain there at 24 miles per hour. Now next up we have number 22, that's Kenny Batke. Defenseman for the Spartans. Batke also gets up to 24, so a 3-way tie atop the podium right now through the first 3 skaters. Batke, Ree, and Sylvain. Second year Spartan Josh Bruce, number 20 there, looking to take the lead. And here's Josh Bruce now. So we've got 188 on the clock there. I'm not quite sure he hit 188. It looked fast. So we'll have to get the official score there. I do not believe Josh Bruce hit 188 miles an hour, but you never know. Here's Spartans captain Jared Fontaine, number 32. Fontaine also hitting up to 24 miles an hour. That ties with Batke, Ree, and Sylvain. Short of Josh Bruce's 188 mark. And Cade Villo will give it his shot here. Number 89, Villio. Villio opts to take the wide turn there, hits 22 miles an hour. And now it's Braden Brown up next. And Brown hits 23 miles per hour there on that one. The Calgary native showing off his fandom for the Flames there in the intros. And he hits 23 here in the fastest skater competition. And now we got Josh Boronek, one of the many first-year Spartans on this squad, rocking number 94. And Borneck too hits 24 on his lap. So now a 5-way tie at 24 miles per hour so far in this event, and Hayden Gilderson is going to round out the group. Gilderson picking up a lot of speed here. We'll see what he gets up to. And it looks like 22 miles per hour will be his tops. So as I mentioned, a 5-way tie at 24 miles per hour, but we don't know what Josh Bruce clocked in earlier. It showed 188. We don't think that was quite accurate, but we do have 2 clocks on the ice, so he may have eclipsed that 24. Head coach Barrett Kropp over at the announcers table, passing on that score. And it was Becky who hit 25. So Becky actually hitting 25 miles per hour on his lap there. He wins the fastest skater competition, and we'll bring it down to ice level with Tyler Jones, who's with Kenny Batke right now, the winner of this fastest skater competition.
Congratulations, Kenny. I believe it was 25 miles an hour. What's going through your head out there? There was a 188 mile an hour reading, something like that. So you must be pretty fast to beat that one, hey?
Yeah, I don't know, a little technical difficulty. Brucey was flying. A lot of guys, it's been tough to work hard the last couple weeks, so just thankful that no one got hurt.
What? Oh, there we go. Anyways, yeah, thank you so much, and great work out there.
Awesome, thanks.
Next up is our hardest shot competition. Our next contest, the hardest shot competition. Athletes will each take 2 shots back-to-back in the first round. The top 3 will advance with only 1 final shot each to determine our winner. There's also our fundraiser contest to support Hockey Gives Blood. The Spartans will donate $1 for every shot that is between the 80 to 89 mile per hour mark. And for any shot that it's 90 or over, they'll donate $3 each. The harder the shot, the more money we can get together here today. So let's get it done. Competing athletes are Jake Jurgenite, Kenny Batke, Spencer Girth, Jameson Reed, Braden Brown, Conor Vermeulen, Landon Fuller, Travis Riveda, and Eli Villio.
So there you have it. This is the hardest shot competition, and this is the fundraiser for Hockey Gives Blood. Every shot that is in the 80 to 89 mile per hour mark makes it a $1 donation for the Spartans, and every shot that's 90 plus is a $2 donation to Hockey Gives Blood. Or sorry, $3 donation to Hockey Gives Blood.
The first shot was
There was
85.
the first shot there by Jake Jurgenite. We'll have to get a reading on that after. I'll try to relay that to you guys. And the second shot, it's 87 miles per hour from Jake Jurgenite.
87.
And that is a donation to Hockey Gives Blood. You can do that from home too. Hit gospartans.ca on your web browser and click on the donate tab to give to Hockey Gives Blood. A great cause, doing great things. Here's Kenny Batke, fresh off his win in the fastest skater competition. He hits 79 miles an hour on his first shot. So Batke hits 79, and he has his second shot here. We'll see what number 22 can do. Batke takes a shot, hits 83. So another $1 donation to Hockey Gives Blood after Kenny Batke's second shot hits 83 miles an hour. Spencer Girth up next, number 44. Third-year forward for the Spartans, lays in on his shot and hits 78. Second shot coming up here for Spencer Girth. And Girth wires it at 88 miles an hour. And that's the new tops in this competition so far. So Spencer Girth hits 88. Another donation of Hockey Gives Blood there on that one. And now we've got Jameson Reed. Reed, a first-year Spartan, a transfer from Briarcrest, wearing number 61. And looks like he's going to opt to send Braden Brown in there instead. Here's Brown, takes a shot, and just a bit high for the reader. We do have two clocks there checking that one. Try to relay that to you guys. That was Braden Brown's first. It was not 25 on your screen. It was a little bit harder than that, so Braden Brown set to take his second shot. Brown takes a shot, and another faulty read there, but Jean Laforet, the women's hockey head coach, behind the net there, he's reading it, relaying it to the announcing booth, and we'll try to get a read on that one in a bit. So Braden Brown finishes up his shots. And now we got Jameson Reed here to take his. So Reed, number 61, as I mentioned, a first-year Spartan, here to take his first shot. Reed lays into it, and it reads a 38. It was definitely harder than 38, so once again, Jean Laforet behind the net, relaying his reading of those shots. Here's Reed in to take his second shot, and hits 89. So Jameson Reed on his second shot hits the new high mark, 89 miles per hour on that one. Another donation of Hockey Gives Blood, and the first-year Spartan has the new record in the hardest shot. Next up, Conor Vermeulen. Vermeulen takes a shot, hits the center of the net, and once again we'll have to opt for Laforet's reading on that one. Sounds like it was 81 miles per hour, that one from Conor Vermeulen. And his second shot coming up here. Vermeulen takes the shot, and 84 miles per hour on his second. So Vermeulen with an 84 mile an hour reading on his second shot. Next up, we got number 6, Landon Fuller, the former Vernon Viper and first-year Spartan. And Fuller will await the results on his shot. And that one was 80 miles an hour for Landon Fuller. Here to take his second shot, Fuller. And we'll see the reading on that one. It wasn't 48. So 80 and 81 for Fuller. Still two shooters remaining. Travis Vervita coming up here, number 77 in white. We've seen his one-timer over the last couple years for the Spartans on the point. He's got a lethal one, and we'll see if he can top the watermark right now at 89 from Jameson Reed. Second shot here from Vervita. Lays into it and hits 88. So second highest shot here for Vervita. He hits 88. He ties Spencer Girth with 88. That's good for second. But Jameson Reed still holds the top mark in this competition with 89 miles per hour. And just getting word that Vervita's shot was actually 90 miles an hour. So that now leads the competition, and that's a $3 donation to Hockey Gives Blood. Here's Villio, takes a shot, and we'll get the reading on that in a moment here. And 91 from Eli Villio, so that's the record right now 91 miles an hour from the defenseman. Second shot here from Villio. Lays into it, shot, and it's another 91 mile per hour shot from Elijah Villio. And that's good enough to win this competition. Get a replay of it there. The Spartans defenseman really laying into that one. And that's tops for all skaters here in this competition. So we've got the top three here in the hardest shot now. So final two shooters there that you just saw. Travis Vervita hitting 90 miles an hour. Elijah Villio hitting 91. And Jameson Reed, who's up here. Here's Reed. Lays in on the shot. And looked like a hard one. We'll see if he breaks the 90 mile per hour mark. 92. And he hits 92. So 92 miles an hour from the Spartans rookie. The transfer from Briarcrest hits 92, and that's now the leading mark here. We'll see what Vervita can do. There's number 77. Lays in on it, and he hits 91, so he's one short of Reed. So 92 holds top spot right now. That was courtesy of Jameson Reed. Elijah Villio, who previously held the top spot at 91, which was just matched by Vervita, goes in for his last shot. Here's Elijah Villio, takes the shot, 93! Villio hits 93 miles an hour on that one, and that's good enough to win the hardest shot competition. So the Spartans defenseman tops all players, beats out Jameson Reed with a 93 mile per hour shot. And Villio now joins Tyler Jones on the ice here for an interview.
You have a shot at helping to save a life, so team up today with Hockey Gives Blood and become a regular blood donor. Book now at
Hi,
Blood
I'm Jordan.
HOB.
I learned a lot about what it takes to be a team player from my days as a pro. Now I'd like you to join me and team up with Hockey Gives Blood to help save lives. Each year, hundreds of Canadians need a stem cell transplant to save their life. Anyone can have a tough time finding a matching stem cell donor, but for Indigenous Canadians, it could be even tougher. Only 1% of people on the Canadian Stem Cell Registry are Indigenous. Together, we can help change that. Join me in making a difference for Indigenous patients. Sign up for Canadian Blood Services Stem Cell Registry. All you need to do is step up, get swabbed, and you can save a life. Register now at blood.ca.
All right, we are here with the winner who clocked in at 95 miles an hour. Eli Villio, tell us, is it the weights, lifting all those weights? It's finally paying off, hey?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, just kind of squeezed the stick tight and, pumped a couple crossovers and just hammered it home. So, yeah.
An outstanding job. Tell us, what has this year been like for you, not being able to play games this year?
Yeah, it's been tough, but through Sparta and all the practices, we're getting better each day, and I'm looking forward to next season.
Thank you, Eli.
Thank you.
Next up is the Shootout. Our next contest is the Shootout. 6 athletes will take 3 shots, 1 on each goalie in round 1. The top 3 will advance to the final. Our judges will be giving a score out of 10 on each shot. The score is based on creativity, with extra points if the athlete scores. Our athletes competing in the Shootout today are Josh Patrician, Travis Walton, Jeremy Klessens, Dylan Cosmano, Josh Bulloma, Colby Johnson, Max Lightfoot, Jared Fontaine, and Josh Borneck.
So you heard it there first from Tyler. That Elijah Villio shot actually eclipsed 95 as we enter this shootout. So Josh Patrician, the first one in. Isaac LaBelle in net. Patrician for his first shot. Takes his time, goes to the backhand, but kept out by LaBelle. The defenseman Josh Patrician 0 for 1 on his shooting. And it's Travis Walton here to take his first shot of this shootout. So a total of 9 shots each skater, 3 on each goalie. Here's Patrician, second shot. And he loses the puck as he moved in on LaBelle. LaBelle looking to potentially stack the pads on that one, but didn't need to, as Patrician lost control of it. LaBelle moves to 2-2 in this shootout. Here's Travis Walton with it now. Walton taking his first shot. Through the legs, tried to tuck it in, but that one goes just wide. Travis Walton getting creative on his first shot. Number 11 in blue going between the legs. That would have been a beauty had he scored it. Here's Walton using 2 sticks now. Goes back and forth, drops one, and goes off the stick as he dropped it and into the net. Wouldn't have counted in a real game, but this one is a little different. And a great creative goal there from Travis Walton. Something you don't see every day there from number 11 in blue. Jeremy Klessens in to take his first shot. Trying to top that beauty from Walton. Klessens moving in, goes to the backhand, now tries to roof it and couldn't quite get it up over LaBelle. These skaters really being pushed to be more creative after that goal from Travis Walton, using 2 sticks and deflecting it from one to another. Second shot here from Klessens. Fakes the shot, now he tries to go tuck it 5-hole on LaBelle, but LaBelle shuts the door there. So Klessens 0 for 2. Here's Dylan Cosmano now. LaBelle does a spin in net. Cosmano takes the shot, but it hits the chest of LaBelle and stays out. So Cosmano 0 for 1. Second shot coming here from Dylan Cosmano. He moves in, fakes the clap bomb. Here we go. Now he takes the shot, and once again kept out by LaBelle. LaBelle's looks sharp here. He came ready for this one. And Cosmano moves to 0-2. Josh Bulloma, first-year Spartan, in to take his first shot in this shootout. Bulloma taking his time. Couple nifty moves there on goal. Tries to go 5-hole on LaBelle, but he stops it. And Bulloma, a couple nifty plays there. Couldn't quite get the goal. Second shot here for Bulloma. Tries to flip it up. Now he's juggling it. Moves in on LaBelle. Goes and he scores! Creative play from Josh Bulloma. Juggle it in front of LaBelle. And he gets an 8, a 9, and a 9 from the judges there. So Bulloma with a creative goal on his own. He joins Travis Walton as 2 rookies to score in this one. And we'll see what Colby Johnson has in store for us. Here's Johnson. Lifts the puck, tries to go for the spinorama, but on the follow-through, puck falls off his stick, and he'll go for his second shot now. Here's Johnson. Second shot in the shootout. Between the legs, now he moves in on LaBelle. Johnson to the skate and backhand, and it's kept out by LaBelle. What a save. A creative play from Johnson, but LaBelle on the goal line getting the pad on it and keeping it out. Might have just crossed the line, actually. Couldn't quite tell there. Either way, creative points to both the goaltender and forward there. We'll see if that one counts, but Max Lightfoot in to take his shot. Flips it up, now he goes down to the glove, through the legs, but kept out. That was actually Logan Casavan, it looks like, or number 23. Second shot here. Backhand, forehand, and he scores. Nifty play there. Gets it past LaBelle. Swung wide, worked his way in, and a couple nifty plays in front of LaBelle to get that to cross the goal line. Looked like that was Max Lightfoot rocking Logan Casavan's number 23. And here's the captain, Jared Fontaine. Plays it back, and a little tip play here. Creative points for Fontaine using his teammate. That was Colby Johnson taking the point shot. Fontaine looking to tip it. Haven't quite seen that in a shootout before. We'll see what Fontaine has in store this time. Jared Fontaine, the Spartans captain, in to take a second shot. Cuts wide, he's weaving. Moves in on LaBelle, tries to go backhand, but it's kept out by the goaltender, Isaac LaBelle. Couple very different approaches there from the Spartans captain. Number 32 denied both times, and now we got Josh Borneck. Here's Borneck. He cuts wide, moves back to the slot, takes his time. Now he fires it, but it's stopped by the blocker of Isaac LaBelle. Second shot coming up here for Boronek. He's weaving, fakes a shot, now he moves in. Backhand, forehand, and on the backhand, it gets tipped out by LaBelle. So Boronek 0 for 2 on his attempts. And so the top three here in this shootout will advance. Looks like it'll likely be Walton, Bulloma, and Lightfoot. Well, we'll get the official results here. So here's Josh Bulloma in to take his first shot of this next round. Saw him use 2 sticks earlier. Back to 1. Couple nifty plays. Tries to go 5-hole on LaBelle. He nearly caught him, but LaBelle keeping that one out. So Josh Bulloma 0 for 1 here in this second round. And now it's Max Lightfoot. Lightfoot cutting wide. Now he cuts in. Goes through the... Oh, what a goal. Beautiful goal from Max Lightfoot. Totally faked out LaBelle there. Couple 8s and a 7 from the judges. Probably could have scored higher there. But you see the replay. Goes through the legs, passes it back to his backhand, and roofs it over LaBelle. A beautiful play from the Spartans rookie. And now we got Walton here as the final shooter in this second round. Walton with some speed. Plays it to the skate. Now to the backhand, but kept out with the left pad of Isaac LaBelle. So we have a winner. It's going to be Max Lightfoot. Lots of nifty plays. We saw him in the first round. And just there, fake shot through the legs, backhand over LaBelle's shoulder. And the Spartans rookie wins this shootout competition over his teammates. And the winner, Max Lightfoot, down at ice level with Tyler Jones. Tyler, take it away.
The winner of the Shootout Challenge. Congratulations, Max.
Thanks.
Tell us about your final goal there. That was pretty gross.
Well, in practice, I was missing a lot, so I was like, well, I better score here. And I thought of doing that the first time, but didn't, so I practiced it in practice, and then
There we
went
go.
in.
Unreal. You'll love to see it.
Thanks.
I got one more question for you.
Sure.
Game on the line. What's your go-to move in a shootout? Is it that one?
Slap shot from the hash marks.
Respect. Anyways, thank you and a job well done. Go
Thanks.
grab your prize.
Thanks. I didn't want this.
Next up will be our shootout accuracy. We're moving on to our fourth event, the shootout accuracy competition. 6 athletes will have 30 seconds to take 9 shots each, 3 on each goaltender. And that's in round 1. Athletes moving on to the final will only have 1 shot each. We'll be tracking both goals and saves, with goals being indicated as the home score, saves by the goaltender designated as the away score. The best score of 9 will be our winner. And in case you have a tie, we'll be looking at the fastest overhauled time as our tiebreaker. Athletes competing in our shooting accuracy will be Landon Fuller, Donette Mathis, Eli Villio, Spencer Girth, Julian Uriniak, Cade Villo, Max Lightfoot, Trinity Western, and Aiden Stanky. First up, Landon Fuller.
So here's Landon Fuller to lead off the shot accuracy challenge. Fuller goes high on his first shot. Second shot goes off the crossbar, and the third shot hits the chest. Fourth also deflects high. Fifth shot deflected out by LaBelle. Sixth shot stopped by LaBelle. Another save by Isaac LaBelle there. Second last shot. And that one tips out. So Fuller scores on his last one there. 1 goal for Landon Fuller. Reminder that there's 9 shots for each skater. They can do it as fast as they want. Now the tiebreaker will be in time, so if the players tie in goals, time will be the tiebreaker. So you want to get your shots off quick, but you also want to take your time because, of course, goals are going to be the difference maker here. Next up, we have the defenseman, Donat Mathis, brother of Silas Mathis, former Spartans goaltender. And Donat here in the accuracy challenge. First shot, bar down. Second one just wide. So far, 1 goal for Mathis. His second right there. Third shot is saved. Mathis up to 2. I'm not sure if that third one went in. And that's it for Mathis. So 2 goals there for Donat Mathis. Currently leads all Spartans there. Fuller, of course, had 1, and now Elijah Villio, who won that hardest shot competition earlier, is up as the 3rd shooter. Gilderson and Cosmano passing to Villio. First shot is saved, second as well. Scores on his 5th. And 2 goals so far for Villio. His final shot is saved. Sorry, he had 1 more. So glove saved by LaBelle on that 9th shot. And Villio gets a couple goals. He ties his defensive teammate, Donat Mathis, both at 2 apiece. As we move to our 4th shooter here, Spencer Girth. Girth saved on a couple of one-timers there. Scores on that one. He's got 3 shots left. See if Spencer Girth can get up to 2. Left pad saved by LaBelle, and he saves those ones. So Spencer Girth gets a goal out of 9. Ties with teammate Landon Fuller for 3rd place. Currently tied for 1st is Donat Mathis and Elijah Villio, the defenseman, with 2 apiece. Here's 3rd-year Spartan Julian Uriniak. Oh for 4 so far. We'll see if Uriniak can get one here. He's got one now. That one goes off the bar. Another save by LaBelle. And Uriniak gets a second. Can he get a third? And he does. So Julian Uriniak, 3 goals in that round. He's the new leader. As the 3rd-year Spartan from Winnipeg, Manitoba, leads the competition so far. Here's Cade Villo now. Villio scores on his first shot, gets a second. He's 2 for 3. That one goes off the bar. And final shot here, we'll see if he could tie Uriniak. He doesn't, so 2 goals for Cade Villo. Scores on his first 2 shots, but not enough to take the crown from his teammate Julian Uriniak. Max Lightfoot coming up now, wearing Logan Cassavant's number 23. So Lightfoot, who previously won the shootout competition today, is going to go for another competition win. Lightfoot on his 3rd shot, saved by LaBelle. Lightfoot still looking for one here. One-time effort there. And he's got one left. And that one goes just wide. So Lightfoot won't win his 2nd competition in a row. As we now have our 3rd Villio in this competition, it's going to be Trent, number 18 in white. So Trent Villio. He's looking to get at least 3 to tie Julian Uriniak. First 2 go wide. Glove saved by LaBelle there. Trent Villio still looking for his first in this one. LaBelle doing a good job in that crease. Glove save there. And final shot here for Trent Villio. That one goes just wide of the net. And now we have another 1st-year Spartan, Aiden Stanky, rounding out this shot accuracy challenge here. Mentioned earlier, Julian Uriniak still in the lead with 3, and Mathis, Elijah Villio, and Cade Villo with 2. Here's Stanky. First shot goes just off the bar. Couple saves by LaBelle there. Final shot here from Stanky, and he scores. He's got one left, sorry, and he scores the 2nd one. So 2 goals there for Aiden Stanky. That's good enough to tie for 2nd, but Julian Uriniak, 3rd-year Spartan, leads the way with 3 goals. And it's the final shooter here. So it's Travis Vervita, almost won that hardest shot competition earlier. He was a couple miles per hour short of his teammate Elijah Villio, but he'll look for a win here. First shot is saved by LaBelle. Couple nice pad saves from Isaac LaBelle there off Vervita. Vervita goes off the bar that time, his first of this one. And 2nd one goes in. 3 goals now for Vervita. And another save by LaBelle there. So Travis Vervita, the defenseman, ties teammate Julian Uriniak with 3 goals. And we'll likely have a tiebreaker here. Pardon me, unless the time Time was the tiebreaker, so we'll see how fast Vervita was able to do it. They're both going over for the interview, so it looks like both Vervita and Uriniak have won this competition. And so Tyler Jones and Tyler, take it away.
All right, so this time we actually have two winners, and funny enough, they're roommates. We have Julian Uriniak and Travis Vervita. So tell us, who's going to get the backpack? That's the first real question here.
Yeah, I think, Trav's probably going to take it on the weekends, and I'll probably take it, Monday through Thursday.
Sounds pretty good, yeah.
And Travis, quick question for you. You threw on a cowboy hat in your little player intro. Could you tell us why you decided to make that decision?
Yeah, just had to represent God's country a little bit, a little shout out for the boys back home.
All right, well, thank you very much, and enjoy the arm wrestle for the backpack.
Thanks, Tyler.
All right. Next up, we have our agility contest. Moving on to our final event of the day, the agility contest. We'll have two agility courses set up on the ice. Athletes will compete two at a time. They'll start on the far goal line, go through the course, take a shot on net, and return to that end of the ice at the top of the face-off circles. The top four will advance to a semifinal, and then winners of the semifinal go head-to-head in the final for all the bragging rights. Your shooters and skaters in this contest are Josh Bulloma, Conor Vermeulen, Hayden Gilderson, Braden Brown, Julian Uriniak, Cade Villo, Travis Walton, Travis Vervita, Aiden Stanky, Jake Jurgenite, Dylan Cosmano, Joseph Sylvain, Joshua Bruce, Jerry Fontaine, Colby Johnson, and Jeremy Classens. Let's get the course set up.
So a total of 16 skaters in this final agility competition. We're excited for this one, and a reminder that this event is in support of Hockey Gives Blood. You can donate to Hockey Gives Blood on the Spartans website. That's gospartans.ca, and there's a donate tab there to do your part and make a difference. And just remember, you do have a shot at helping to save a life. Team up with Hockey Gives Blood and become a regular blood donor, and you can do that at blood.ca/HGB. So first competition here. It's Conor Vermeulen. That's number 2 in white, and he's taking on Josh Bulloma, and it's going to be Bulloma winning this first agility trial, so he'll move on to the second round. And in that second heat coming up, we got Hayden Gilderson taking on Braden Brown. So Gilderson in 21 in white, and Brown 15 in white. That'll be Gilderson on the right side of your screen, and Brown on the left. Gilderson takes the early lead and falls over there. So he's got to chase after the puck. But it's going to be Gilderson narrowly taking it over Braden Brown. So Gilderson will move on to face Bulloma in the second round as he narrowly defeats Braden Brown, his teammate. Next up, we're going to have Julian Uriniak versus Cade Villo. Uriniak fresh off that accuracy win alongside his teammate Travis Vervita. They tied it. And Uriniak here taking on Cade Villo. Uriniak on the left side of your screen, Villio on the right. And Looks like Villio will take the edge here, just ahead of Uriniak there on that final turn. So Cade Villo, number 89, moving on to the second round as he defeats Julian Uriniak. And now we got the matchup of Travis's here, Walton versus Vervita. Spartans defenseman number 77 in white, Travis Vervita, and number 11 in blue, that's Travis Walton, the forward. He's a first year, and he's from Abbotsford, and he's looking to defeat his teammate here and move on to the second round. It's a close one in this one. Both Travises on the final turn at the same time. It's going to be a tight one. They're both racing for the finish line. It's Walton with the slight edge right now, and it looks like Travis Walton is narrowly going to take it. A hard-fought race there from both Travises. But Walton just barely taking it as he moves on, and he'll take on Cade Villo in that second round. Now we got Dylan Cosmano and Joe Sylvain. Oh, pardon me, Aiden Stanky and Jake Jurgenite first. Looks like Stanky with the early lead. Jurgenite there, a good turn there. Final turn by Jake Jurgenite. He's got some speed now. It's going to be really close. It might be Jurgenite there, right taking it at the end. We'll see what the timekeepers say there. Barrett Croft there to record the win. And it's Jurgenite, the come-from-behind win. He skated hard. A great final turn. And a hard finish there by Spartans' first year, number 5, Jake Jurgenite. So Jurgenite moves on. And in this next heat, we have Casmano and Sylvain. It's a close one here as well. Casmano with a bit of an edge on that final turn. Sylvain turns on the Jets, but it looks like it's going to be Casmano taking this one. So Dylan Casmano winning that heat. He'll take on Jake Jurgenite, who just won the previous heat in that second round. And the final 2 rounds of this first coming up. It's going to be Spartans captain Jarrett Fontaine taking on Josh Bruce. So Fontaine on the left side of your screen, Bruce on the right. And Fontaine takes a early lead here. He's got a lot of speed. Closing the gap a little bit there is Bruce. Final turn's going to be close, and this one is going to be another close one. Fontaine and Bruce both going head-to-head. It looks like Fontaine might have taken it there. It was close. Spartans captain looking for the win. They shake hands. And Fontaine wins that one. So a close one there between Bruce and his captain Fontaine. And the final of the first heat is Colby Johnson and Jeremy Klessens, 2 new Spartans this season. As Klessens falls over on the left there. Gets an applause from his teammates. Johnson slows up here. And so it's going to be Colby Johnson taking this one. A tough go there for Klessens. Caught an edge there on that third turn, and Colby Johnson will take that final heat. So your matchups for the second round will be Bulloma versus Gilderson, Cade Villo versus Walton, Jurgenite versus Cosmano, and Fontaine versus Johnson. So Bulloma versus Gilderson. Bulloma on the left side of your screen and Gilderson in white on the right. Aiden Gilderson had a phenomenal season last year, his final season for the Spartans in the BCIHL. It was his first year in a Spartans uniform, and he was right near the top of the league in scoring. Bulloma suiting up in his first year for the Spartans here, and it's going to be a close one. Gilderson and Bulloma both rounding that corner at the same time. It might be a slight edge to Gilderson here, and he'll take this second round heat. Another hard-fought race there between Josh Bulloma and Hayden Gilderson. Gilderson taking the edge, and we'll see Cade Villo and Travis Walton up next. Walton on the left side of your screen and Cade Villo on the right in white. And it's going to be Walton taking the W here. As we gear up for the semifinals, 2 more rounds remaining in this quarterfinals of this agility competition. Next up here we have Jake Jurgenite, and he'll take on Dylan Casmano. So Jurgenite on the far right of your screen, and Casmano on the left wearing number 24. And here we go. Casmano takes the early lead here. Going to be tough for Jurgenite to catch up. Final turn there by Casmano. It looks like he'll probably take this one as he's down the final stretch. A good rush there by Jurgenite trying to catch up, but Casmano takes this one. He moves on to the semifinal. And in the final round of this quarterfinal is going to be Jarrett Fontaine taking on Colby Johnson. So the Spartans captain on the left, taking on a Spartans rookie on the right. Both players through the puck handling portion around the second turn at the same time. And this is going to be a close one as well. Fontaine trailing Johnson slightly. And it's likely going to be Johnson. He takes this one. So Colby Johnson, the final one to enter this semifinal. And in this first semifinal round, we're going to have Hayden Gilderson taking on Travis Walton. Hayden Gilderson wearing number 21 on the right, wearing the white Spartans jersey, and Walton on the left wearing the blue. Both players get set and they're off. And Gilderson through the puck handling portion falls over. And Walton with the lead here. Going to be tough for Gilderson to catch up here. Walton will skate away to victory here. So Walton heading off into the final. He beats Hayden Gilderson. And in this semifinal round, the second semifinal round, it's going to be Dylan Casmano and Colby Johnson. Casmano on the right, Johnson on the left. Casmano lost the puck briefly there in that stick handling portion. Johnson ahead of him now. Casmano nearly catches up. They're both around the final turn. It's going to be a close one. Looks like Casmano took that turn a little bit sharper, and he might take it. And Johnson with a burst of speed there to finish it. And Johnson wins it. So Colby Johnson versus Travis Walton in the final. 2 Spartan rookies in this final event. Final event of this Hockey Gives Blood Spartan Skills competition. Remember that you can donate from home if you visit gospartans.ca and click on that donate tab. So Walton versus Johnson. Colby Johnson on the left and Walton on the right. Walton with the edge there off after that puck handling portion of the event. Johnson trailing. Walton just slightly ahead. Both around that final turn. It's going to be a race to the finish line. And it looks like Travis Walton is going to win this final agility portion of this competition. So Travis Walton wins it. Final competition of this challenge. And that will round out this competition. We got the senior athlete appreciations coming up, but before that, we're going to have an interview on the ice as Tyler Jones will join Travis Walton. Final winner of this event here today, and Tyler's meeting with Travis Walton. Tyler, take it away.
All right, so we have our winner for the agility competition, and that is you, Travis. You look absolutely gassed right now. Tell us how you're feeling.
Well, you know, the cardio's not exactly there, but I got a fortunate couple falls and missed stick handles from the opponent, so took advantage. But yeah, I'm sucking wind right now, I'm not gonna lie.
Sure seems like it. Tell us, if there's one player you model your game after, who would that be?
That's a tough one off the spot. I used to wear 93 because I like Jake Vorchuk's game. We'll just throw that out there to make it easy.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, and rest up.
Thank you.
Right, fans, that ends the contest portion of the Spartan Skills Challenge in support of Hockey Gives Blood. But please don't sign off just yet. Thanks to all you back at home who donated today at gospartans.ca. We've posted our donation link. Every bit helps, and your Spartans appreciate your support of this great cause. Spartan fans, each year at the end of the season, we recognize our graduating senior athletes. We'd like to take some time now to do that this afternoon. Today, we're honoring 5 graduating senior athletes from our men's team. On the ice this afternoon to congratulate these grads is our head coach, Gene Barrett-Krupp, along with assistant coaches Chris Weens and Chris Trendall. Please direct your attention to the screen.
Lucas Mills, the last of the Mills dynasty to come through our program. And, you know, when I think back to your time that you've been with us, I remember you coming in as a really green-backed, 18-year-old, and we just weren't sure, where things were going to land. It was sort of a trial year, come in and fit. And then for you to come in and sort of mentor under, a great goaltender like Silas, and then for you to finish up your career with even some better numbers than he did was remarkable in terms of your hunger and your passion to be a better goaltender and wanting to continue to improve, but also just your love for your teammates. Like, you're a guy that, whether it's ranting and raving in the hallway before a game and marching onto the ice, or just your cool presence and calm presence in the locker room before games, and even at practices, how you were a guy that wanted to keep performing to the best of your ability, and that was demonstrated in your performance on the ice, but even in the classroom, you're a guy that's excelled and really led the way. And so whether we joke around, that you're the Burnaby Babe or, something other than, a piece of plywood, you really demonstrated how effective you were at not just stopping pucks, but being a true legend in Spartan hockey history. So thank you for your time with our program, and we wish you all the best in the years ahead.
Spartan faithful, please join me in congratulating Lucas Mills. Unfortunately, Lucas was unable to attend here today, but we still want to congratulate Lucas and his great career as a Spartan. Thank you, Lucas Mills. Up next will be Spencer Roberts.
Spencer Roberts, number 55 in your program, number 1 in his wife's heart. And so, Robbie, as you have been a transfer guy to us, I think that one of the things that I was really excited about when you made the jump from the Ontario University conference over to us was, you're a champion, and you've displayed that throughout your playing career. And as you came to be part of our program and help us win some championships, I also saw that not just in the game, and how, you know, at one time you're the top, you know, junior player at the national championships. No one would ever know that about you. You've got a humble spirit about you, and you've got just a passion for life. And over the years of having you part of our program here, I've seen teammates rally around you because you're that calming presence in our locker room. You're a guy that you know, built quick friendships, and you're not someone that just sort of like, you know, lorded it over, that, you know, you were good in your junior days and now you should, you know, you demanded a whole bunch of things. You were this humble servant that came in and fit seamlessly into our locker room. And now as you know, continue to chase your career in the corporate world and whatnot, I know that you're going to continue to advance and be a champion in that space too, just because you've got that united spirit that people want to be part of what you're doing. And I'm really excited to see, you know, how you're going to continue to develop in that way, and how our marriage is going to continue to flourish, and how you're going to keep making a difference in your world. So congratulations on your time as a Spartan, and look forward to seeing you in the years ahead.
Congratulations, Spencer. Our next graduate, Joseph Sylvain.
Joe Sylvain. Joe, you are an incredible athlete, and not many guys on the team know that or would expect that when they first meet you, because you're so fun-loving and such a real genuine young man. But once you throw any sport into your environment, you quickly dominate at it. And it was amazing to see over the time here as a Spartan, how you went from being like a guy that, like, when we're picking teams to, I don't know, play soccer, you would be like the last guy to be picked, and then 10 minutes into the game, you were scoring all the goals. And guys soon realized, whether they're playing basketball or football or even table tennis, you just kicked everyone's butt. And that just speaks to your athleticism, and it's something that over the course of your career, it even allowed you to continue to grow in the game of hockey, develop your skill set because you continue to work hard. And if we found, you know, an area where we needed improvement, you quickly improved in that area, and you helped us win a couple of championships. Like, you were a contributing member to our program, and I don't think that we had anticipated that out of you. And so I know that as you graduate from Trinity, you're going to be someone that continues to blow people out of the water, because again, you're a great guy, and you're such a genuine spirit. But I know that whatever you do it with your whole heart, and you really exemplify win all day, every day. So best of luck to you, Joe, as you move forward, and looking forward to see how you continue to grow in your faith and in your life.
Spartan faithful, join us in congratulating Joseph Sylvain. Next up, Kenny Becky.
Number 22, Kenny Becky. Kenny, we're going to be sad to see you leave, because you've been an instrumental part of the transformation of our hockey team. You've been a leader on and off the ice, in the classroom, in the weight room, like every area of our program. You've checked off the boxes, and you're like a 4.0 in every area, if we were to use a GPA. But your teammates actually are going to be really excited that you're graduating and moving on, because they won't get beat up in practice anymore. Like, you are the toughest guy. Even as a coach, I look at some of the drills you're doing and how you're like manhandle some of the strongest guys on our team. And that's a testament to how hard you work all the time. And you know, you being one of the smartest guys academically that our program's ever seen, how you've improved as a hockey player, and now how you continue to make strides as a dad. You continue to impress me in so many ways. And so I count it an honor to have been your coach these last number of years, and I count it even a larger honor that as you graduate from our program, that you get to wear the Spartan colors in graduation, and that I get to continue calling you a friend. And so congratulations, Kenny, on a great career. Really proud of you.
A nice hand for Kenny Becky. Up next, Jared Fonte.
Captain Fonzie, if there's a Spartan dictionary, to define what a Spartan is, or what a Spartan hockey player at least is. Your picture's there. You define everything that we are looking for in a complete champion. And I'm excited for you and your fiance and the life that you guys are going to lead, and how you chase after Jesus in the midst of everything. I'm excited for that next step for you, but you are leaving such a huge hole in our program. Not just big shoes, but you are leaving like a big empty heart in our locker room, because you're our mojo. You are a guy that has led from the moment we got here until the day that you're leaving. And I couldn't be any more proud of you as a young man. I'm blown away at you and how you've led with your faith at the front. You have been unapologetic in your stance for Jesus in every area of your life. And it's influenced our locker room. It's influenced the teams that we play against, and it continues to influence anyone that you meet. And if there's anything that we would ever want to, say that our program graduates, young men that chase after Jesus, again, you're the one that we would say, this is what you should follow after, and do what Fonzie does. And I know you're going to be embarrassed by me saying that, but I know that you do it to win all day, every day. You do it to be a light for Jesus. And so I'm glad right now I get to embarrass you by bragging about you, because you really have meant everything to our program, and everything to me as your coach. And so I thank you, Fonzie, for just being a great leader and really setting the way. Thank you.
Once again, a nice hand for Jared Fonte. At this time, I also want to take a moment to thank the parents, family, and close friends of these athletes who have supported them throughout their hockey careers. Thank you for spending many hours in many different arenas over the years, supporting, encouraging, and building into their lives to help them become complete champions in all areas of their lives. We wish you could be here with us today, but we appreciate your support from wherever you're watching. These athletes couldn't do it without you. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2020-21 Spartan Men's Hockey graduating senior athletes. Great job, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Please drive safe and stay safe.
So, the hockey fans, that wraps up the Spartan Skills Challenge this afternoon for the men. Your Spartans raised a ton of money for Hockey Gives Blood, and you continue to add to that total by visiting GoSpartans.ca and clicking on our Hockey Gives Blood donation link. And congratulations again, to the winners of the contest today in the fastest skater competition. We had Kenny Batke clocking in at 25 miles per hour, Elijah Villio winning the hardest shot competition, Max Lightfoot winning the shootout. The shootout accuracy challenge, which saw two winners, Travis Vervita and Julian Uriniak, and the agility winner as Travis Walton took that one home. So keep up to date on all things Spartan by following us on the TWU Spartans app, or by visiting GoSpartans.ca. Spartans faithful, thank you for joining us again this afternoon. We can't wait until we see you in the stands again. But until that time, stay safe, and thank you so much for supporting the Spartans.